Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Good job, D.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
50.
Wait, 20.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Alert!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, ball 66.
Brady going to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wait, 380.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, 66.
They'll run with Sean Wilson, the former Duke Blue Devil. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
Wait,
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
55 to Mike. Let's go, defense.
Throwing now is Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go right here now. Hey, 66. Hey, 2nd.
From the gun, it's Brady.
Let's pick it up. It's our
He
time.
rifles one that's intercepted.
Let's get up
Picked
the
off
field.
near the 44. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own side.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Mike, 58, right there. I got it.
On first down, it's Gurley. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Has already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there.
Come on, now. Hey, Stas.
Check 24.
Watch it. Twist. Here, shift.
At 58.
Here, shift.
Going 58 to the mic. Cut.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And it's third down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here, shift.
I got one.
Smoke.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught for a touchdown. Hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Score. Touchdown, baby.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Solid. Sunday.
What we got?
Here, shift.
SOS.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Crunch time, defense.
List 5-7.
Check Mike 40.
We on.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second down, this is Wilson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Third down and 12.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Check it, reload!
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Gurley. Room here to run. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 30. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Go. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Wentz now on first down. Throw caught here by Bird. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Waiting!
58's the mic.
Shorty.
36. Check 52. Check 43. Switch. Rush in.
80 weapons.
Rush in.
Hey, bunch.
Check. Shift. Watch the shift. Check three. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
Let's go. You got three down. Bang. Shift.
Hey, other side, solid.
Joker. Check three.
Shift.
Motion.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch it.
Shift.
They run. It's Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
82. Liz 5-3.
Check 49.
Hey, seam 6. Sunday.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to see if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
46 down, man, 5-4.
I'm going to run you over.
Hey, Alpha.
58's the mic. 58.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but now their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Barr on for the extra point. And the lead will grow by one more.
Is good. Makes the score Beats 31. Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. He's got it to Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Brady. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice.
53. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
now a play fake. Brady. The connection made. It's Graham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Here we go.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Boys, let's
First
go.
down and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
52's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing his Wentz.
Here we go.
Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down beats.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First down and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Wide, get wide.
Another carry now for Gurley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Good. Watch the twist.
Shift.
Banjo.
What's your touch?
Now Wentz on third down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 2nd and 10, Brady throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
We got this.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Jam. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Now it's Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Gurley.
Run. Oh, yeah.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Man out. Watch out.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go.
Hey, hey.
Wentz now to throw.
Here we go, dude. Get off the field.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Go.
Watch the pass. Check.
Check, Mike.
61.
Throwing now is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Wait, 20.
55. I'm coming.
Hey, go 66.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
53,
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Hey, 66.
On play action, it's Brady. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. 36 yards on the play. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Wait, wide, 80.
Watch the
A
ship.
gain of 3 yards.
Alpha.
That's another.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, here's Wilson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A 25-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
You want this? Check, crunch, 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 slams. Lion.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey.
Now a give running left for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Keep it up.
To throw is Wentz. And he finds Howard complete and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The kick by Marr is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. 57 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It's Williams on the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 7-yard.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back?
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tariq Cohen. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Watch the slant. Motion.
Hey,
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Hey, watch
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
29, Alpha.
Watch 55. Man, I got you.
Rip.
Mike.
Alpha.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady.
It's going to be a long
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. This is caught by Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On first down, Brady. He completes it to Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Brooklyn.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Brady now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Brooklyn, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
Ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I got it come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty.